are off on the adventure.
We are.
What's the time? It's 16 minutes past 3 in the morning.
16 minutes past f***ing 3.
And I didn't sleep.
No sleep for you then, Dad.
No. Bad light in here.
And
Anyway,
we've got a what? 2 hour drive?
Yeah, 2 hour 15 minutes or something like that. Anyway, it's going to be good fun.
It's going to be an adventure, Dad.
An adventure. That's what we want.
So we're still hoping for a 5:30 start at Goring, ready for the golden hour.
The golden hour, as described by Professor Henkelbuckle, is 2 hours at dawn and 2 hours at dusk, which give you a lovely golden glow because the sun has to travel through the Earth's atmosphere and is longer and therefore gives you a golden glow. It also gives you longer shadows, which give more definition to your photographs.
Dad to use his new drone. So I definitely look forward to seeing that, and I'm kind of a bit excited and a bit apprehensive all at the same time.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we go. 2 hour drive ahead of us.
Travelling from Shepton Mallet at this ridiculous time in the morning, we headed on the A361 towards the M4. We met very little traffic, which made the journey much easier. We headed east towards Reading and then used the back roads through Tilehurst, which were well known to us. Finally, through to Pangbourne and Purley, and finally Streatley.
We're just coming into the road of the start. Dad's done very well at not taking a time off or adding any time to our expected arrival time right from the beginning. Very good, Dad. How many times have you driven down this road?
Actually, not a huge number of times, because
You've walked it most
yeah,
of the time.
normally I'd walk it.
So about 5-10 minutes until we officially start the walk. And golden hour has begun there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's begun.
This is now golden hour. So we got to get up the hill. So check back then.
And so we arrived at the beginning of the ancient Ridgeway, where at the age of just 21, I first discovered the beauty of this countryside. I passed this beauty on to my 4 children, so that they could enjoy what I enjoyed so much then. Peter and I decided to walk the first 2 kilometres together to help me recapture those early memories.
think I've done about 3 kilometers from the start. Just decided to run about a kilometer back there. Going all right so far. It was a shame that Dad crashed his drone into a tree earlier, but we won't say nothing more on that matter. But kind of a bit, well, I don't know how I feel really, because I want to be able to enjoy the sights that I once enjoyed as a child, but at the same time I know in the back of my mind I've got 23 miles to complete today. I've got about 11 kilometers until the next recon point with Dad. Can no longer get him on the radio. Already the weather is looking pretty good, so I certainly know I'm going to need sun cream in a short while. Certainly need to stop and rehydrate. So I think I'm going to kind of do downhill running and uphill just walking. I could probably run the whole thing, but I don't. Oh, hello. You're receiving me over? No, no longer in contact. So we'll see how the recon goes with Dad in a few hours. We've just gone past the railway bridge. You won't be able to see it, certainly because of that sun. And we've just come up to what I call the old airfield, but actually what it looks like is it's got like these horse track railings, and they go all the way up over there, and that's my route. One of the things I love about this walk is that you go down one hill, up the other, you can look back, you can see where you've come from, and you can see where you're going. I think that's what gives you that small sense of achievement for each step that you can actually see. I do kind of feel it's a bit of a shame that Dad couldn't join me on this experience. I do feel like I'm rushing, certainly this first part. Yeah, unfortunately, old age catches up with us all one day. I'm pleased that he's able to at least share part of this experience with me. You know, believe it or not, a police car just drove past. I think that's the first time I've ever seen a police car. Well, it wasn't a car, it was more like a truck. Obviously patrolling the ridgeway, which is great. I've seen a couple of motorbikes go up and down. So it looks like the ridgeway is still being used. There's certainly no walkers. I doubt I'll see any walkers, to be honest. And walking without a huge backpack is, it's amazing, to be honest, but it doesn't feel like it used to feel like, you know. I feel like I'm on a day's outing, not you know, not a full week's. You know, certainly packing for a full week's anyway. Well, I'm going to continue on now. Catch you later. So just checking on the map now. I'm at what would be called Sheep Down. I'm just under a kilometre to the A34. I still can't reach Dad on the walkie-talkie. So far so good. My feet are starting to hurt. My bloody big toe. So just gonna rest it for 5 minutes and see how I go. Seen a runner, seen a guy driving a tractor, and my feet are looking pretty dusty. Have a check at those bad boys. Nice and dusty. I thought I'd bring older trainers because you know, more worn and that, to kind of lessen the chance of any blisters or any hurting feet. But it's my big toe is giving me hassle. So I've checked the map. Try and get hold of Dad. Hopefully he's still not in Wantage, shopping, whatever he's doing. Probably having a fried breakfast or something like that. So I've just crossed the A34 and just maintained contact with Dad, who's in the car park waiting up ahead. You know, it appears to be going a little bit quicker than I thought. I remember on quite a number of occasions doing the ridgeway back as a child and a teenager that I would get to probably a kilometre, maybe 2 kilometres from here, and that's where we'd set up camp for the first night, knowing that this time, obviously with a lighter backpack, I've got to go almost 3 times the distance, which isn't a problem, not at all. The pain in my foot is gone, so all is on the up. The sun is kind of, see if I can show you, it's hiding behind some clouds, so I'm quite thankful that I haven't got the heat of the sun. I had my sunnies out a little bit earlier, but certainly not needed now. I think Dad's just setting up the drone so that we can do a drone shot. Point number 1, I made it. It's 8:30.
I made it too.
You made it to Sainsbury's for a big
Oh, it was wonderful.
And Dad's brought me up a nice sandwich for breakfast. Well, I'm sure I had two biscuits this morning. I'm going to be stuffed by the end of the day, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, you're going to use a fair amount out.
So just planning the next run to point 2, and I've got about another 11 kilometres again.
Sorry. There is no product placement in this, but I'm just enjoying my McCoy's grilled, flame grilled crisps. Aren't they lovely? You can get them at your nearest Sainsbury's.
What's Sainsbury's motto?
What is it?
I don't know. You know, like Tesco's, every little helps. Well, that's Asda price. What's Sainsbury's? Right, so I'm just going to have something to eat and a quick fag and top up with my water, and then I'll go away again.
Next time it's lunch.
Lunch. I'm going to be stuffed. Okay.
Right.
Right, I'll see you at point 2, 11 kilometres.
11 kilometres.
2.5 hours, maybe 3.
Knowing the speed you just did the last lot, it'd probably be about 20 minutes.
Well,
all right, enjoy it. Take it easy though.
I will.
See you there.
Maintain radio contact.
I will.
So it's 10 o'clock, and as you can see, the sun has come out with almighty force. I am absolutely sweltering. Although my feet, my legs are doing kind of okay. I felt a little bit of a slight muscle twinge in my left calf, but I think I should be okay. I've got to this iconic point. This is the monument, pretty much a place where on the second day at lunch we would stop here for Primula cheese sandwiches. There's a photo on Facebook that I took of my father and I sitting right down here eating our Primula cheese sandwiches. Not today because he's support and won't be able to make it in here in car, so this is me all by myself. Let's see if I can tell you a little bit about this monument. I know absolutely sweet FA about this cross, other than the fact that we used to stop here for Premier cheese sandwiches. Not today, and probably not anymore. It will, however, remain an iconic part of the Ridgeway, for it's a place where we would always stop. I've got to now apply some sun cream, otherwise I'm going to burn. You know, it's got me thinking a lot about my childhood, this walk. Little things like the smell. It even smells like it used to. I think the heat and the way that the grass grows, and these f***ing thunderflies are f***ing everywhere. Shit. I might have to put my t-shirt back on there. There's loads, they're all over my back. Ow, I'm gonna have to... Oh my god. Thunderflies are everywhere. But the great views that are here, I mean, you just cannot really comprehend just how beautiful it really is.
Nothing can beat the beauty of the Berkshire Downs. The rolling hills with the wind and the clouds rushing past make it one of the most beautiful places on earth. I recommend anybody to come here and see it. Walk the Berkshire Downs, enjoy it. And so Peter arrived at Black Bushes Farm for lunch.
I just met Dad for lunch. My legs are hurting, just a tad on my calves and a little bit on my thighs. But got about 9k to go, so it's perfectly doable. But one of the things we did when we stopped is, your Dad tested his blood sugars and he was like 22.3, really high. And this is the difficult thing for diabetics, to be able to control their blood sugars with the food intake that they have and the regular injections of insulin. And one of the main reasons that we're doing this walk is to really try and raise awareness of how difficult it is to actually control your blood sugars as a type 1 diabetic. And I created a Just Giving page. You'll see the Just Giving page come up at the bottom there. Any donations that you can make will be greatly appreciated. It will obviously go to a great cause. Diabetes UK are doing their utmost to try and help and aid everybody who suffer from the disease. Control is one of those things that you can only do through regular blood tests. I'm not a diabetic myself, but I can understand with 2 type 1 diabetics in the family how important it is to do those regular blood tests to monitor your blood sugars so that you can fluctuate the amount of insulin that you have in your body. And we'll try and raise as much money as possible. We've only raised a small amount so far, but every little helps. So after that stop, I've got 6k until the next meet point. I think I'm going to take this bit a little bit slower than my normal pace, just to try and free up the pain in my legs. Devil Punch Bowl next, where we should be doing some drone footage. It's a beautiful place. I'm sure you will agree. Have a look here. Here we are at the Devil's Punch Bowl, ready for takeoff, and it is like 300 degrees. It's so hot, and there are like these thunder things everywhere, and my legs, my poor legs, they're suffering. I'm not though, I'm alright.
Oh, I've got to turn it on, haven't I?
You've got to turn it on, Dad, if you want to fly it. So I think I'm going to have to take my t-shirt off. Let's see how it goes. Okay, roll clip. So I've just seen the end point, the end of the day, base camp, and my legs are so pleased that it is almost over. My feet are hurting so much. But I managed to get to the last water tap, which is still there, and the water was super cold. So I got my hair wet, washed my face. It was lovely. Needless to say, this heat is intense, and when you find small little shady areas like this one, you really do make the most of it. But my legs just want to get there and get it done. Get there, get it done, set up base, and we can get down to the White Horse and Dragon Hill, and Dad can tell me the story. Once again, maybe 30 years on from when he originally said it, and I've got to tell you, I'm really excited. Looking forward to it. There's quite a few walkers on this walk, which is great to see. Only seen one set of backpackers. The rest of them appear to be day walkers. Obviously I don't look like a backpacker though, do I? But that's because all my stuff is in Dad's car, which is you know, I'm quite thankful for, because in this heat, oh my word. But you can see by the track behind me, it's a pretty ropey road, and on my legs that are already tired, it is quite a challenge. But we will get there. We will get there probably within the next hour with all the kit. Dad's knee's starting to hurt, so I don't think he's going to be able to carry two. It's not over yet. Maybe 1 hour. 1 hour of work legs, okay? And then you can rest. I hope. Wish I bought some heat spray or some heat lotion, really. Just so that I can kind of help them mend. But we'll have to see how they are. I've got a funny feeling they're going to hurt in the morning. But we'll have to wait and see. Right, check back once we've got the base. Here you will witness one grown adult male teaching his young son to camp. He uses the skills he has developed over the years of becoming a grown adult man that was meant to be male or man. And when he gets to a certain age, he seems to forget them. Thus, the son then teaches his father how it should be done. What have you had?
Oh, some really good mushroom and crouton soups. Tesco's do a good one.
Dad, didn't we get these in Tesco's?
Yeah, well they changed the recipe.
It was pretty foul, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, well the bread was lovely.
That was simply prepared, taken out of the tin foil and given to you.
Oh, my legs are hurting.
Oh God, crampy as well.
Here we can admire the leader of the pack, supplying his younglings with some much needed grub.
After supper, Peter and I walked the short distance to White Horse Hill, ready for some drone shots.
So Dad was just flying his drone and his phone battery ran out.
Of all the things, you have so many batteries. You have the drone battery, you have the controller battery, and you also have a blooming phone battery.
That you completely forgot about.
I charged everything else up. Mind you, I got some brilliant shots, so they will look fabulous.
It's just not enough though, Dad, is it? Did you get Dragon Hill?
Yeah.
Alright, well.
Yeah, I got a good one at
all
Dragon
right.
Hill.
Alright, that's Dad's camera footage for Uffington play it now. And by the way, if you haven't donated already to my Just Giving page, you can do it just here. So here we are at the end of the first day, heading back to camp after Dad has given me the dementia style George and the Dragon story at Uffington Hill.
Twice upon a time.
Twice upon a time. And also losing power to his phone whilst flying his drone, you know.
That was exciting.
It was exciting. So, what are your overall thoughts on today then, Dad?
Oh, it's fabulous. Look at it. Gorgeous. This is what makes the Ridgeway so good, and it makes our memories of the Ridgeway great as well. Because this place wouldn't be like this. It wouldn't be interesting and fabulous and all the rest of it without people. People are what made this route
and kept it. What it still is. I mean, we've seen many walkers, a couple of backpackers, lots of day walkers, a couple of oh hello, oh I'm losing control. Hang on, let me step down there.
Yeah, you see, look where you're going. It's a bit ridgy here. Very, very dry chalk path, isn't it?
It is very dry. Chalk path.
And one wish I could not drive my car up here.
No, you couldn't. I'm sure you'd want to. In fact, drive it the whole of the Ridgeway.
I'd need a 4x4. But I wouldn't want to do that actually. No, the Ridgeway is about walking, really.
Hello. It is. We're walking.
Oh, hello, someone down there.
Oh, concentrate on what I'm doing, not on the camera.
Now, if we see them and they've got a tent in their hands that looks very similar to ours.
Well, overall, a good day. Tiring day, but a good day. My legs are all right, actually. They're not too bad.
I suppose having a little bit of exercise this evening will help them a little bit.
We'll see. I'm going to go back and have a wet wipe shower. Or is it a wet wipe wash?
It's one of those.
It's one of those. But I've got to sort out. Oh, God, Dad, watch out. Wait. Whoa. Got to sort out the chafing as well, really bad. And your ring sting, eh, Dad?
I'm glad all this information is going on the internet.
It's not going. It's a documentary, Dad.
It's a documentary.
Yeah, this This is going to get sent to Channel 4. So the sun is pretty much going down now. You can just about, well, you can see the moon. I can't show you that right now because I'm just walking past this tree, but I don't know if you can see the moon just there. And Dad's going to enjoy a nice hot cup of cocoa, and I might be tempted to make one with this water. I think if I don't boil it, it'd be alright, you know, if I just make it hot.
Yeah.
You know, so unable to use flash, battery power low.
Oh my god, Dad, we've got the same problem.
So it's Thursday morning.
We were disturbed all night by the sounds of an elephant passing.
It's the biggest thunderstorm I've ever experienced in my entire life. Was it comfortable, Dad?
Yeah, not at the beginning of the night. I had to get used to it, but in the morning, you know, middle of the night to the morning, it was gorgeous. I was really enjoying it in there.
I did not sleep very well.
Oh dear. I did, but then I was snoring.
And I wake up this morning and I've got a blister on my little tiny toe. Serve my right.
So
that far.
Yeah, we've got to get a little bit of medical supplies. Put a plaster on it. That should be all right. But we might have to get something else. The real disaster is we can't have breakfast, proper breakfast here.
Because somebody forgot a tin opener. It wasn't me.
So we shall find some way around it.
So I'm sat here wondering what we're going to do for breakfast. We've got some chocolate biscuits, but there's only so far 5 chocolate biscuits will go. We've already managed to have a coffee with some milk instead of the water that we've got.
That made all the difference, actually.
It did. That water's so bad.
Very strong.
It should say on the bottle, do not boil, because it tastes like So we're going to pack everything up before the flies and everything else start coming out. Because they were bad yesterday. I've already seen a few.
Yeah, they're beginning to come out now.
As the sun starts to come up, that's going to be a nightmare. And then I think we'll pack up, Dad.
Yeah.
I should have done a video last night of you snoring. I think I got to sleep next to you tonight, Dad.
Why? Are they sleeping in the other side?
Yeah.
God, there's not a lot of room in there.
Yeah, there's enough room. So I'm going to video it tonight, so you can all see what it is I have to put up with.
Or here.
Eh? Yeah. Hear what I have to put up with. Okay, check back next video. I'll see you at Wayland Smithy.
See you there. Safe walking.
Not that far, is it?
No.
here we are, day 2. I think it's just past 11. That's just left me from Uffington Woods that you can just see there in the background. I've managed to strap up my ankle and put a plaster around my blister, and it feels alright. My right leg is stronger than anything. The left leg is a bit weak. But it was beautiful last night coming up to Uffington, and obviously using the drone and getting those drone shots. And it was nice with Dad reading me the old story, maybe a slightly varied story from the one when I was just an 8-year-old boy. But it brought back some good memories. Now I've got only about 2 kilometres until lunch, which is at Wayland Smithy, and we'll do some drone shots there, I think, as well. I've had a look at the forecast this morning. It said thunderstorms tonight and tomorrow all day. So considering the weather that we've got today, it's beautiful. It is believable actually, but you never know. The weather can change at a moment's notice in this country. So we'll check back. So this reminds me a little bit of Greece. When me and the wife were out on our bikes riding through the Greece countryside, and we get these real big blasts of hot air. You know, like when you open the oven door and I'm getting that today. It must be at least 32. I think it's just about midday. It's probably cooler than that. I'm sure it would say it's cooler than that on a thermometer, but in this sunshine, it is hot. We're just on our way to Wayland Smithy. I've just made radio contact with Dad, and he's going to meet me at the entrance there. Going to need to get some cooler water. This stuff's just too warm now.
Peter?
Yeah, receiving?
There are other people on this radio, you know, channel 3. We'll have to change when I get there.
Okie dokie.
See you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Wayland Smithy, the legendary place where Wayland, the smith, would shoe your horse if you left a silver coin on the outside. It's actually a Neolithic long barrow and one of the best examples in the country.
Got your head in it, lad.
There's my head in it now. Come round this way and you can see Peter eating his sandwiches, or crisps now, because he's finished his sandwiches on Wayland Smithy. Don't tell anybody else about this story.
How many times have you done this end up?
More times than I've walked the ridgeway because my parents brought me here when I was younger.
Is that how you remember it?
Actually, I do remember it as a kid, and I thought it was just a playground, you know, somewhere you could run around. But
Well, I'm shaking.
nice.
I'm shaking.
You're shaking.
Because it's heavy. A playground.
Bunker, firing position, stones to guard yourself from the enemy fire. Well, lunchtime.
You've got to like these Primula cheese sandwiches, Dad, eh?
Yep. We walked back to the car and Peter carried on. Along this route is one of the few remaining taps by a farm, which was one of the few places where you could actually pick up water. This section of the walk is so special because it leads to the only pub on the ancient part of the ridgeway, an oasis for most, as it would serve the coolest of beverages after a long walk. However, it's now an Indian restaurant. Eventually, Peter arrived at Fox Hill. Come on, what are you doing then? What's this special about?
Special about what?
What's special about here?
It's so nice and quiet.
And where is this?
The M4.
And where does this path lead, this road?
Fox Hill. Oh, this is like a quiz. I'm doing alright.
Yeah.
Right. How many more questions? What's my lucky prize?
A camp tonight.
You're snoring. My legs need a rest. So this is now the first time that the first time that I've gone this far on the ridgeway since I did it as a child. Because both times the time I did it with Jamie, we finished at the pub. The time I did it with you, we finished at the pub. So this is the first time I've gone this far since I was a child.
There you go.
So yeah, pleased about that.
Well, you'll soon have completed what's known, this side of the ridgeway is called the Ancient Ridgeway, because it's got all of the ancient monuments on it. So you will have completed that by the time we get to Avebury, which is tomorrow.
Yeah. Still bloody early though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, that's it.
That evening we met with Levon and Ewan. We had an excellent meal together whilst catching up on some of the old times walking the ridgeway together. We travelled back to the campsite and had the gruelling task of setting up the tents in the dark. With a few pints in our system, this task became extremely funny. After about an hour, Ewan couldn't even set up his, so he joined Peter and I in ours.
far has he got to go away? And off we go.
Right. Yeah, see you later. Have a nice walk.
See you in a bit.
Enjoy it, and I'll see you at Smith's Ridge next.
Yeah, roger that. Roger that, Badger. Hold on, I've got the end, got that Badger.
Take it easy, Peter.
Alright.
See you soon. Enjoy it.
All of us? No.
Yeah, just about. So with brothers in tow, we are leaving from Liddington Clump and heading,
And the most uncomfortable night's sleep ever.
well, yeah, having to endure the fucking
Machine gun snorer. The machine gun snoring assassin.
Luckily enough, it was. I was able to get a better night's sleep than last night, the night before. Sorry. Oh. So now we've just got. Well, Leon thinks we're going to breakfast somewhere.
Yeah, defo.
Other than that, we've got like what 13 miles.
Maybe 14.
13 miles to complete today.
Smash out.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty strong. Don't know about you two.
Yeah, all good.
Ewan's just like in army mode. But
Full on army mode. Ta-da!
full on.
Pete's in his sports mode. That he's like, yeah, I can tear this shit up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I've been for the last 2 days. It's worked.
Good.
I am so proud to have my 3 boys enjoying this wonderful walk again, just like we used to do, as they work their way through to Ogbourne St George and then on to Smith's Ridge.
too much. It's a permissive footpath.
Yeah, most of them are saying restricted.
Yeah, as in you're not allowed to, no motor vehicles. That's basically what it means. Because otherwise you get the green laners.
Yeah, I said I'd love to do this on a motorbike.
But they were, the army used to. Do you remember? The army used to come past.
Harley Davidsons used to come past.
On the motorbikes. Do you remember that?
Harleys. Courier bikes.
Harley Davidsons on this?
Yeah.
No, they were Harley Davidsons.
Harley soft trails.
Cross trails. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, soft tails.
The big green ones with the
Yeah,
big
that's right.
Yeah,
mud
they're
guard
Harley
that goes all the way down.
Yeah, the big mud guard at the
They're
back.
Harleys. Yeah. Just like the white purple helmets.
But they were also
Purple helmets used to ride Harleys as well.
and they used to do the.
They've stopped now. They've disbanded last year.
They used to ride BMWs as well. Do you remember the boxer engine out each side? So the opposing, like the
Yeah, we disbanded them because they were useless.
Well,
really reliable. I don't know what you're on about.
doing this on a crosser would be nice.
Yeah, but you'd be done in 3 hours.
Yeah, it wouldn't take long.
But that would be quite epic.
It would be, yeah. That's on my hit list for sure.
Just getting to gates.
Well, there are some styles as well, aren't there?
No, it's
Have they
all,
removed them all?
it's all, well, from here it's all clear, you can get through on
From
the bike.
here it is, but
You could mount
where
a
you've
bike
been.
here.
Oh,
maybe.
I mean, yeah, from here back,
Yeah.
it's all good.
All right.
Yeah, but I haven't, I was probably 14 when I last did this bit. Otherwise, I've always finished at Fox Hill.
Man, look at the corn.
It's ready, isn't it?
Look, how ready is that? Look, it's already splitting. Look.
Yeah.
That's why they're rushing to get rid of it all.
Well, if they'd got it in a couple of weeks ago, they'd have probably got another one in. Because it just, yeah, it
It would have
just
just grown.
grown. Right.
But then they would have had to put a lot of water on. Stop the ground burning.
No, just look at that, and it's like, yeah. Look, it's literally just,
Yeah.
It's ripping
look,
apart.
it's just shelling.
Yeah.
Look, look.
So be careful we don't lose half of it when he's just collecting it.
Well,
Well, that's what they're saying, aren't they? The farmers have actually done quite well this year with the weather that we've been having because they're able to harvest early. Normally it's not until August.
Normally late bank holiday August.
Yeah, that they harvest, whereas they're all harvesting now. Look at that sun.
Looks like the moon.
it's
I
like
did
horses
last
down
night.
that field. Is that horses down there?
Yeah.
No, you don't see.
Don't see many of that, do you?
No, you don't see a field of horses anymore. You see them all in like one in a field.
Paddocks.
One in a paddock. You see groups of horses like that. Well, not until you're in the New Forest, anyway.
Right. So here we are. We're like, what, 2 kilometres from the end? Go back. Oh, let me go in front so I can get all of this. We're like 2 kilometres from the end. How's everyone feeling?
All right, I could go again.
Without using profanities. Doing alright.
Doing okay, but I'm glad we're almost there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the end of this.
So the next challenge, ride it in a day.
Yeah, okay.
I think maybe. I think I could do that.
I'll do the admin car.
The admin car,
Admin car. No, that's for the ladies.
the support unit.
Support unit with the chick kids. Yeah, ride it in a day. I think.
I'll be on the
That'd
electric bike following you.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
electric
bike.
Electric bike only on the uphills.
And down.
And down.
And down.
Yeah.
Okay. As fast as you can.
You'd need a couple of recharges, wouldn't you?
No problem. 3 or 4 batteries would do that.
No, there's new technology.
So I'll have a solar panel like leave on my backpack.
You
Going
reckon?
all day,
Keep you going all day.
even in the dark.
Oh, I reckon, yeah, we can do it.
So do you reckon Dad's he's actually made it up this path? What's
he
the
would've got
betting?
to the
He's
circle.
coming up the other way.
No, he's not coming.
He'll come up to the circle, I reckon.
I reckon he's probably at the end of the houses right now, down here. At the
Oh
end
God,
of
so it's still quite a
it.
way
So I
away.
reckon he's still about 800 yards away. Anyway, whatever, he's done well. So walking about what, 400 yards? Lovely, Dad. Get your knees better so you can do it properly.
Innit? Yeah. Well, we do the whole ridgeway next time, right from the very beginning. Where is it? Penn Hill?
Ivy Home. The other side of the window.
I swear, between us, we've given off enough gas to power a car for a week.
That's a natural day for me.
I tell you what, the soles of my feet are killing me. I think it's just knowing that it's coming to the end. And, my body's going, it's almost over, but it's like the pain's kicking in like 3 times fold. If that is even something.
You're right, what's got ice cream?
A beer, for sure.
Beer with an ice cream flake. It's been fun. It's been fun to run. Very relaxing, strangely.
Relaxing. Right, out in the country.
Still, even after today. Maybe not so much on these kind of paths, but still.
Yeah, there was like what, 3 or 4 kilometres with that horrible stone. This is nice. I'm glad this is like this on the way down, because it's quite relieving, really.
Turns into road a bit.
I think so. So hopefully we meet Dad somewhere along here.
Yeah,
I think he's just at Avebury. We'll meet him.
Sorry, we couldn't wait. Told you it was too
2 fucking hops. Maybe he might have his drone out and he's flying up here instead.
Using it to drag him up.
Yeah. Battery run out in 5 minutes. I'm just picturing it now, him holding on to the drone. There he is, look.
Yeah, and we got up there and we couldn't wait. It was so hot up there. Just sat there and was like, no, we're going to turn around and save you some of the
Which is a good thing. I can take a nice. Peter can take a nice shot. Actually, bloody hell, sit down.
I mean, just sitting down here is probably not a
Yeah.
good option.
There's no shade. There's no shade for ages.
No, it's all the way down there.
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't as far away as we thought.
No.
We thought you were a little bit further away.
Yeah, we guessed you'd be down right
By the tree.
down there.
That was tough, I tell you.
Oh, come on, then let's tough it back down again then.
Well, we're going to take a.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, cut to the drone shot. By the way, if you haven't already donated a bit of money, here's my Just Giving thing just here. Just donate there. Cheers, guys.
so we walked the last few kilometres together.
So how many kilometres today? 28.
I've done an extra one.
You've done an extra 10. My feet are very long.
Yeah, I think this is a great idea.
99p.
How long did it take to get to you? 3 months?
No, it took about 3 weeks. I quite like Wish actually.
It could be a slightly tougher plastic bit. It's quite weak.
I am a bit worried about it, and I haven't carried water with it yet. I have to press the button. So this is it, we're done.
We are totally done. Is that the point?
Yes, yes, cool.
Is it recording? Is it? Sure. I think it's good.
Yeah, 60. So should we do it again?
Is it recording?
Yes, it's recording.
You can edit that bit out.
Oh yeah, I know.
Is it?
What was family was last night?
Turning into a
Danny Dyer.
Alright. Yeah, final broadcast at Avery, Red Lion.
Yeah, pub apparently in the
Spiritual
world.
end.
Yeah.
Inside Step Circle.
Looking forward to going home and having a long soak.
Well done.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Well done.